you guys? So as you can see, today's video is all about snack.
Nom.
We're just gonna get right into it because I feel like snacks are very important. I love snacks. I like to snack, and I like to take
But here's
snacks
how to
with me.
snack while still maintaining your diet, still hitting your numbers.
Especially because
if you're carb cycling.
Exactly.
You're on a carb cycling challenge. You're asking about snacks. Here's how to do it correctly.
Obviously, like you all know, your girl can't even have peanut butter anymore because this whole jar will get eaten. I can't even.
Yeah, no, portioning out is really important.
It is. So that's why these are the bomb, because it is individual packs and you can throw in your purse. You can.
Now tell them how many with the nutritional profile on that.
Okay,
just so you guys can see how calorie dense nut butters are.
Yeah, this whole little pack, first of all, it's keto friendly, no GMOs, gluten free. This little pack, this is why this can work for me, because I know that this one single pack by itself, it's 140 calories, 12 grams of fat, 9 carbs, just for this. I don't know about you guys, but when I take it 2 tablespoons, which 2 tablespoons is 190 calories, my tablespoons are not real. My tablespoons are half the jar, because I like to scoop it up, and then anything that's extra or like a little mountain on top of that spoon, that's cheating. That's not. You have to level out your spoon. That is a tablespoon.
When it's portioned out like that, it keeps you on track. You know, I can have one. Let's talk about oatmeal too. Oatmeal is a very, very common question we get asked about in the carb cycling challenge, because as you guys know, I generally like to stay away from the non-fruit and vegetable type of carbs, but oatmeal is where I make an exception for myself. I don't care what you guys do, but for myself, I make an exception with oatmeal. Now, oatmeal is delicious. Something like this though, for example, has 50 carbs in it, right? So you'd be getting about 1/3, if you're me, I'd be getting 1/3 of my carbohydrates from this oatmeal snack. Now, it's very much worth it to me if I'm starting to crave, like, oh my God, I want to eat a bunch of candy, or I want a cake or that. This thing hits the spot. It's got fiber, it's got protein in it, high in carbs, but they're a slow digesting carb, which is fine. Now, let's say you want oatmeal, but you want to hit protein as well. This is a really good, in my opinion, this brand RX makes a great product. Their oatmeal product.
They have bars too. You guys probably have seen their bars as well.
Yes,
just
RX bars, 100%. Now, this is delicious to me because this whole thing is 250 calories. It's got 6 grams of fiber, which is nice. It's got 35 grams of carbs, and it's got 12 grams of protein. I think it's got like 8 things of fat. It's not bad at all. But so this is a higher protein, I guess, alternative to like a normal oatmeal. So this oatmeal is the sugary, delicious sugar cinnamon one. But we're at 50 grams of carbs with very little protein. This one's a little bit less on the carbs, but you have some protein added in there, and it's delicious. Now, Quest bars. Quest bars are very, very, very popular in the fitness community. I like Quest bars, but I think that Quest bars we can eat too many of. We've had a problem in the past.
I love Quest bars. However, I eat way too many.
So Quest bars' claim to fame, essentially, besides them tasting delicious, is that each of them has 20 grams of protein, and they have 6 grams of fat and 24 carbohydrates. Now, they are believers in the net carbs. You guys know me, I don't like net carbs. Net carbs is essentially you take the carbohydrate amount, 24, and then you minus the fiber amount, which would be 6.
Too much math for me.
Well, also too, the whole thought process behind that is that fiber carbs don't count. I disagree, but that's why a lot of people in the low carb community love Quest bars. You have high protein, low net carbs, basically no fat, and they taste delicious. Almonds.
I don't like, so with me, raw almonds, like I love nuts so much. I love cashews.
Why are we going raw almonds as opposed to dry roasted almonds?
Because dry roasted, obviously, anybody that's had a dry roasted almond and then a raw almond, you know exactly what I'm about to say is the roasted are clearly way more yummy. However, they're not good for you. They're really bad.
So when they roast them, they basically kill the nutritional content. Raw almonds, you get all the nutritional content.
Which is huge, but also you have to be very, very careful with your serving size because you can go over your fat instantly. 1 serving of raw almonds is literally like 9.
Yeah. Now, this, once again, I'm iffy on these, but I make an exception because these are grains, right? I kind of say the more paleo route, but this is an awesome alternative to traditional granola. I think it tastes delicious. If you're a granola person, like to add these to like your Greek yogurt, this is amazing in Greek yogurt, but I will give a massive warning. The calories on this thing add up, as with all granolas, add up so fast.
Granola is really not healthy for you guys.
It's not
It's
healthy.
just like a treat.
So here's a perfect example. 3/4 of a cup, not even an entire cup, right? Is gonna be 9 grams of fat, it's gonna be 5 grams of protein, and it's gonna be 40 grams of carbs. So 3/4 of a cup is not a lot, and you have a lot of calories in there. This is more along up my lines, what I can do. So this is bone broth, right? This has 10 grams of protein in it, 3 carbs, and no fat. And what you do is you take one of these little packets. I actually take 2 because I like to get in that 20 grams of protein. And you add it to boiling hot water and you drink it like a soup. So I'll sit down, put on a TV show, have 2 of these. I basically get protein and a hot, delicious beverage.
I also feel like bone broth right now is like a really big...
Super in right now.
Yeah.
Bone broth, so hot right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It's something that people are talking. You guys have seen it probably on like multiple people's podcasts, YouTubes, or whatever. I know Joe Rogan has definitely had people on talking about
And because it's a collagen protein. So Natalie, why do you like collagen protein?
Because it's good for our nails and our skin and our hair.
True.
Ladies. My favorite snack is a rice cake with peanut butter. And if I'm feeling extra saucy, or I got multiple workouts in, I will drizzle a little bit of honey. Jonathan, on the other hand, he is a more jam
kind of a man
person. So 2 rice cakes and then 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then I literally only put like a pinch of honey on it, and it's a bomb.
So
snack.
2 rice cakes is 28 carbs just in the rice cakes itself. We put some peanut butter on there. It's probably going to be, let's say 12 grams of fat, and then depending on how much of this is just carbs. So depending on how much of this you use, you're adding more carbs to it. So it's a good, if you have a lot of carbs left over, or if you have your high carb day where you need to take in more carbs, this is the way to go.
Nem tip. So a serving is 2 tablespoons, right? But I want 2 rice cakes, but I don't want to do, I don't want the complete serving. Take 1 tablespoon and split it. So that way you're cutting your calories and your carbs and your fats in half. And you're gonna spread it out onto each rice cake, so it feels like you're having more instead of like the full amount. I learned that I don't need all that peanut butter on each rice cake, you know?
Or if you want to be super pro, just put this on there as well.
Boom.
And that's already...
Boom, bitch! Dang.
You don't eat cottage cheese, so I'll talk about cottage cheese.
Ew.
So I love cottage cheese, even though sometimes I have problems with lactose. So that's what we're going to talk about, this like lactose-free one. So it's ironic because I only eat the 4% cottage cheese, which is like the full fat one. I like that. I like the way it tastes better. I don't think that the extra amount of fat I get is basically the juice is worth the squeeze for me. I'll take in a little bit of extra fat, eat a little bit less because of the flavor. But the one that I like is a Horizons organic one, and they're all out of it at my grocery store. It's a lactose-free product. I tasted it. It's good. I don't think it's delicious, but for those of you that are lactose intolerant, it's not a bad thing.
Or who like cottage cheese.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the thing about this. A serving of this is 13 grams of protein, so it's essentially like a pretty high protein, lower carb, lower fat snack, and it does fill you up.
In there or something.
Yeah, and it'll fill you up. Because of the protein is a casein protein. Casein is a very, very slow digesting protein, so you feel full longer. So some of this, maybe at nighttime before bed, keep you full.
Yes.
I brought this in there just so you guys can see. This is a fantastic way of getting, especially if you're vegan. If you're vegan and you want to get in your really good fats and a little bit of protein, but mostly the fat source. So 3 tablespoons of this is 10 grams of protein. It's 3 carbs and it's 13 grams of fat. The fat is a really, really good fat though. It's the same as if taking like a omega supplement. So I'm not mad at the fat in this. So if you're vegan, this is a fantastic addition to your shakes, or even if you just want to eat the teaspoons by itself or add it to a salad to get really good fat and nice, really beautiful profiled protein.
Yeah.
The hemp protein is one of the best protein profiles out there, especially in the plant-based world. So in the plant-based world, I would say the #1 protein source that you can get, if you can get it, is the hemp protein. It's the best. But
the last thing that we wanted to kind of talk about was beverage, right?
Yes.
So obviously, like my pre-workout is a rain, Or I could also drink this after I'm done with a workout because it has like the BCAAs in it.
Dude,
and stuff
Reign
like
is
that.
delicious. Reign is 0 calories, 0 carbs. And it tastes, like literally this thing. So for me, it's hard for me to even drink an entire Reign because there's so much in it. I usually drink like half of a Reign. It's amazing flavor. It literally tastes exactly like a mango. No calories. It's awesome. Not even just for a pre-workout. If I kind of feel like, oh my God, I want a candy bar, I want like a popsicle.
But it also substitute for like if you want coffee or if you want green, like obviously green tea is always the #1 drink, I would say for sure for fat burning purposes.
Yeah, green tea is the way to. Green tea,
like
plain green tea and water are what we drink nonstop.
Yeah.
But for a little bit of a treat, these are the way to go.
Exactly, because they are so flavorful. Then I love kombucha because of just what it does for your, I guess, your intestines.
Yeah, for your stomach, for your gut biome. Gut biome is super hot right now, right? This does have carbs in it, so this is, so for 2...
Oh, no, 6.
It's 10 for the whole thing, basically. So 12.
12.
Yeah, so 12 carbs.
Oh my God,
for the entire...
guys, look out for that, please. Because a lot of times, a lot of companies will say, obviously, the nutritional value and facts on the back, but it's serving per container. So this is 2, but it only says, if you just like quickly look at it, you're like, oh, cool.
I fall for that all the time still, and I know.
I know. It's like, cool, this is only 6 carbs. But when you really look, it's like, yeah, if you drink this entire thing, that's 2 servings. So that means that your carb count doubles. So this is not 6 carbs, this is 12.
12 carbs, yeah. Which, once again, carb cycling is all about budgeting it out.
Right.
It's not going to make or break. You don't need to stay away from carbs. You just strategically take in your carbs. And for me, this is very much worth it because I feel like I'm having a treat the entire time.
Well, I think, too, that's why Pellegrino is up here also. Anything that's kind of like sparkling makes you kind of fuller, but I know that it does aggravate people's tummies as well. It makes you more gassy.
Interesting.
Which
could be why I've been having a lot of acid reflux lately. I've been killing.
Well, especially if you're trying to chug a lug it too.
Yeah.
It causes all like.
So you learn something new every time.
Yeah, burps and farts and stuff.
Not farts, no.
Yeah, right. But that's why it's one of my favorites because there's also flavorful ones, which are bomb.
This is tangerine and strawberry. It tastes delicious.
I think they have
lime. They have I think they have like a
they have a lot of different flavors, but this is great if you want to feel. Sometimes I'll put this in since I don't drink. Sometimes I'll put it into a wine glass just to make me feel extra.
I put this into wine glasses. I put my Reign in a wine glass.
Yeah, just because I want to feel like I'm sophisticated.
Yeah, classy lady. So all of our NEMFIT fam in our private Facebook group, you guys ask about snacks. So we obviously want to create this content for you. Her YouTube channel family is going to be getting this information as well.
Look at him giving a shout out to the YouTube fam. What's up?
YouTube
all
fam,
of a sudden,
we go way back.
All of a sudden, he wants to say what's up because you guys used to clown him. I used to always say, I love you guys.
Yeah, but I don't love you guys. I respect you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Salty dog.
I'm going to tell people I don't know I love them. That's ridiculous.
Salty.
Please.
Which they said that they want Salty Saturdays to come back.
Yeah, it's just any Saturday in this household. But anyway, so for our private Facebook fam,
where's my tea?
I'm giving a shout out to you guys that asked about these snacks.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, our private Facebook group is anytime someone signs up for a carb cycling challenge, no matter what challenge it is, you get access to our private hidden Facebook group.
It's not hidden.
You can't get into it if we don't invite you, right? So if you become a part of the NEMFIT fam by signing up for a challenge, you get access to it. That access is for life. Every weekend there we go live, answer your questions live in real time. You guys post, help each other out, show each other recipes, give each other workout tips. It's a really, really beautiful place actually. And you guys ask in there about snacks. So we want to give you guys that information you guys ask for because we appreciate you guys.
But I love you guys because you guys are the
nonsense.
But anyways, you guys, I will see you in the next video and stay tuned because I will be doing just like 5 of my favorite snacks.
Smart.
To come. I love you guys and we will see you in the next video.
Bye guys.